Libra, welcome to weekly reading. This is gonna be for the week of the 31st going to the 6th of November. So let's have a little look together and see what's going on for you guys. I'm gonna pull the cards first and then I'm gonna talk about it. Okay, so let's have a little look, please. Spirit. For Libra, please. Beautiful. Okay, let's pull you one of these. Okay, they want one more of these. Okay, a lot of work ahead of you, my goodness, but this is all very motivating, so don't worry. I feel like you're done with the being weighed down by stuff. Like you're done with certain things. Like I just want to say it for the third time, you're done. You're done with something. Now this is good because I feel like this is giving you the motivation to push forward. These are actually really good cards, so I'm happy for the air signs this week. It looks like you guys are all having good weeks. Okay, let's pull you some of these as well for Libra for the week. For Libra, please. Interesting. I say this every reading now because I notice it too much. Like I've seen some comments saying like every tarot reader says interesting when they pull the cards, but I'm being dead serious. It is super interesting. It's like I'm seeing a story and like it gets deeper and deeper. That's why I say it. Alright, don't hate, appreciate. Alright, that's your symbol, your motto for the day. Alright, current energy please for Libra. I feel like the one thing I want to say to you is that things are getting better, which is nice because on the bottom of the deck we do have Between Worlds, which is kind of going from this very like, the only way I could describe this is like very murky. I'm hearing uncomfortable stage, like not really feeling yourself, not feeling good about yourself, like maybe your looks, you know, I feel like there's been a period of low energy, like not looking after yourself enough or not feeling yourself. Like there's a weird feeling that's coming through that maybe even you can't tell, but you just know you're not being yourself. Like this is not me. Really interesting. Good thing is what this card is saying that you're starting to really push forward. As you can see, we're in between worlds. You're moving into where your life is heading and you're starting almost this new life, which is great because your first card out is the World card. So new beginnings, new chapters, which is nice. It's a new cycle. This is also a good card for glowing up, by the way. So again, your appearance, you might be paying more attention to this and maybe doing something different with your appearance even as well. This could be changing your style or changing the way that you approach life. Like you're kind of getting more of a sensual energy, which is nice. Like you're really being in the moment, and that is a very big message even in your oracle cards that's coming through. And if that's not something you're doing, then this is my advice for the week, is to really take things present, to feel the moment, to feel present in everything that you're doing, but in a positive way, of course. All right, let's see. Yeah, you've been feeling really weighed down by something. This could be finances, by the way, or it could be a specific person, or again, it could be your emotions because it's either a water sign in your life, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or again, this is your emotions. And this is interesting because I kind of feel like with the Four of Pentacles, this is a like holding in, holding back. So you could be holding back emotionally and like or holding it all in, and this is again where you're needing to be free. The difference between these cards is insane because I was gonna say there's too many, but the Four of Pentacles is that holding back, is holding in. He's very much covered by what's around him. Well, it's called the Pentacles, some things that have been weighing very much on him. He's also really covered up in clothing too, even a crown. Whereas the Wild card, as you can see, she's naked, she's vulnerable, she's free in this energy. So you're freeing yourself from something. For a lot of you, this could be limited beliefs, because with the Four of Pentacles, it's like, oh, I can't do this because of this, or I can't do that because of this. So it's an energy of where you're moving beyond. Sorry about that, Libra. Okay, so let's carry on with the message that we was talking about. So the good thing is you're moving past all of this energy of letting your emotions overrule you, or kind of letting your worries get in the way of things, and these limited beliefs as well. One thing that I am picking up on, just because underneath the King of Cups and this in like difficulty with your emotions, we have the Seven of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles. So there is something that you're worried about. Again, it is about the work that you're putting into something, or you feel like, again, I'm getting a sense of feeling like you're running out of energy or you're running low on something. Some of you could be worried about your health, or again, financial health in this case for some of you. Okay. Or you're waiting for the results before you become happy. And then this could be what's difficult about it, because um, you know, I always say this in my readings, but like the goal only ever lasts for like temporarily, whereas the journey actually takes up more time in our life, of the journey to get to a certain place, and then after that we have the next goal in mind. So it's really about learning how to be happy in the now, and this is a mission of yours within this week that I like to see, because I see that you are gaining some sort of momentum moving forward, which is really nice. You're no longer going to be letting things get the best of you. I'm going to tap into this a little bit. Let's clarify the Four of Pentacles quickly. Okay, very nice. We have the King of Pentacles, which I love this combination, and I'm going to tell you why. The Four of Pentacles, as you can see, has a crown on here. So technically, I always see this as the King of Pentacles here. So what the issue is that you had a limited belief in what you were capable of achieving and attaining here. So maybe it was, I can't get this much money because I don't know what I want to do, or like I can't. Like there is a reason here, and there is a valid reason here. This is weighing you down. It's a very practical reason, but with the King of Pentacles, he understands that there's always a way around it, whether it's reaching out for help, and sometimes that is the best thing. Sometimes it's releasing in order to grow in other areas. So for some of you, there might be a need to let go of something. For some of you, it's just worries. For others of you, it could be a specific person, or again, it could be these beliefs, these emotions here. But the Four of Pentacles is being clarified by the King of Pentacles, which is the true abundance, not this limited abundance here of I don't really have the time to do this. We're realizing that we actually do. We have the potential to, but it's just a matter of belief. It's a matter of what you're letting weigh you down and what you're letting get the best of you. So it's difficult to get out of these stages. However, we're doing it for our best interest, which is nice. We have Go the Distance coming through in terms of your oracle cards, which is nice to see here, Libra, because it is speaking about gaining some sort of momentum. It's going the distance. It's actually pushing yourself beyond a comfort zone, which is nice. And this is definitely a comfort zone here with the Four of Pentacles. It's using kind of the same reasons, the same routines, the same things, the same excuses for some of you, to weigh you down, to let you stay stuck and to feel validated in this position. But you don't like where you are with the Four of Pentacles. As we've been saying, there's worries here, there's doubts here. So what you're doing is pushing past your own boundaries, your own barriers here, maybe some barriers that were put on you growing up or in the society that we live in. There's a lot of things like, oh, you can't do this, or this is not the right way to do things. Whereas you're breaking free from these restrictions, which is nice, and you're going the distance. This cheetah energy is great for career. It's great for gaining momentum in your life. And I always say when this card comes out, you're not only going to achieve a goal, and here it looks financially, but you're going to do more than that. So you are going to find yourself breaking free of these barriers, and that's when you start to gain momentum here. You then have the here and now. So this is about being present, as we have been speaking about here. This is why the opportunities start to open up for you. Let's clarify. Let's carry on going here, because I feel like these messages are going to start to kind of fall into place here. There is a message here of like seeing things differently with the Ten of Pentacles. So I definitely see your money increasing. I see your stability increasing. I see your home life increasing. For some of you, there's some very good commitments. I'm seeing Taurus energy, which is about your possessions. It's about your finances. And in this case, it could be about your home life or your relationships and commitments here. Or again, your work, which is what gives you the possessions and the finances. So anyways, I feel like the past has been very difficult for you and very limiting for you. The future is unknown. So what you're learning to understand is that the only thing that we have right now is the present. And you're learning how to stay peaceful in that. You're learning how to really, I'm hearing establish yourself here. So again, you're finding out who you are, what you're capable of doing when you're more in the present situation, which is interesting. And then we have the happy card here. So I kind of feel like you are gaining an opportunity. This is doors opening, which I love. At the moment, it may feel like it's not there, but it's almost like this happiness kicks in. As you can see, she's still sitting on that egg. I feel like the doors are opening for the doors to open. Does that make sense? I feel like it starts with your mind first with you guys here, Libra, which is interesting. This is the first time I'm getting a message like this, but it kind of shows a timeline here. We have to go the distance. So when you push yourself past this limited belief that's been put on you here, Libra, that we've been holding on to, especially when it comes down to, again, what you're capable of doing and your abundance here. We have the doors opening for the doors to then open. Let me show you the timeline. We have here and now, which is where you start to actually realize where you are in life and actually face it, like, honestly. We then have the happy, which is, again, still on the egg here, but starting to feel better about it, starting to feel like, okay, I'm actually, whether you're understanding your true power within you, because a lot of the time she doesn't know what's going to happen with this egg, or when it's going to hatch, or how it's going to, what's going to come from this, but she's just happy that she knows something good is coming because she's putting a work in here. So again, you're going the distance, you are breaking barriers, you're starting to understand yourself, you're starting to feel happier about where you are and where you're going moving forward, and this is why the door opens here, as you can see. The door starts to open. Then the top word card brings in hard work. So I'm going to sit here and say, Libra, that there is a lot to do moving forward, but it's not in a bad thing. And I really hope that that doesn't make you feel bad, because that's your old belief of like, I can't do anymore. You're starting to understand that you actually have the abilities to push forward, to push past this boundary. And in fact, after this boundary is pushed past, you're going to understand that you are capable of a lot more than what you ever anticipated. So if you think you're capable of a lot now, trust me, moving forward is a new you coming through. One where you will look back at this old you and go, actually, like, what was my old self talking about? Honestly, like, I feel like you've just had these restrictions put on you and you are feeling tied down by things here. Again, these are valid things, but something in you is telling you that you can't do anymore when you can. And there is a barrier to push past here that's going to open doors up for you. Again, the top word card is like Capricorn energy. There's responsibilities to deal with here, but this is past responsibilities maybe. But you are moving forward regardless, and doors are opening. So new opportunities will be arising from this, which is great. What are the blockages, please? 6 of Wands. Clarify this. Interesting. Libra, be careful of like, so your blockage here is being in a did you hear that? That's interesting. There's almost like a, okay, so, well, here we go, Libra. You being in a blockage position suggests that you're out of balance here. 6 of Wands as a blockage could be like pride, but for some of you, this might not be you, this might be other people here. There's an issue here with pride, not feeling supported, not feeling like you have people who have your back here. All right. By the way, as we said in the Four of Pentacles about kind of like using these limitations as reasons why you can't grow, we have denial here, which is actually suggesting that we're denying ourselves the true abundance that we're capable of achieving here. This says, I acknowledge my fear, and the Four of Pentacles is fear-based, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. So this is what you're doing. You're becoming more aware. Can I clarify the 6 of Wands? Usually this is a card of success, celebration, so maybe this is why it's a blockage. You're not feeling very successful. You're not really feeling yeah, very similar to the Four of Pentacles, I guess. You're feeling like you can't really accept any successes that you have been dealing with. Maybe what you're not doing is actually seeing the things you have already achieved here. Justice, you're feeling out of balance, or there is an imbalance in your life here. Okay, there could be some confusing messages coming through for you, or some confusing change. The 8 of Wands, there could be, again, a lot of things going on here, which is good. But the 7 of Cups is emotionally, I feel like there's some insecurities here, which is in not allowing you to see opportunities for what they are. Or again, not see your successes for what they are. I'm also seeing like there could be a lot going on for you, and this can sometimes be really like difficult for you to deal with. But the 8 of Wands is like, there's good coming in, there's good change coming in, but there's a fear of the unknown with the 7 of Cups, a fear of like, what if this isn't right, what if this is wrong, what if I've made the wrong choices. Again, there's like this like maybe second guessing yourself, and this is where the justice is coming through. It's like you're not being who you are, like you're maybe doubting yourself too much, and this is not what you're normally like there's an energy coming through here, or not what you should be like. Again, who's to say we should be anyway? So take that with a grain of salt, as they say. But the Justice is like you're feeling out of balance here. Something is out of balance here. Because something good is coming through, but there is a chance that you might not see this for what it is. Let's clarify. Seven of Cups. Judgment is truth. There's a truth coming through. We have the Three of Swords. There's been a lot of pain with this, and maybe if this is communication for some of you, a change, and it's very painful change. It comes with heartbreak here, or this is a message that might bring in some heartbreak, but the Judgment here is like complete clarity in a situation. So what's coming in is like your confusion is going to be cleared up here, which is good. So by the end of the week, you're going to be very clear. Might be in a bit of pain because of this, because you're seeing things for how they actually are. And with the Seven of Cups, there is good and bad in this. But inevitably, with the Eight of Wands, it's moving forward in the right direction. So you're understanding that the changes that have been made and this communication that's coming through, and this heartbreak is pushing you into something better, okay? All right, anything else for Libra? The Sun. Okay, so it's happiness coming through with the Two of Cups as well. Could be a Leo here. Six of Swords, so moving towards much calmer and much more peaceful energies here, right? There could be some physical movement here coming up around this time. There could be travel involved here, but you guys are moving into a much more peaceful, enthusiastic energy, which is nice. You're moving more into your happiness. You're moving away from the drama. The Six of Swords moves away from the Five of Swords, so accepting defeat in a situation, separation maybe from somebody here or from something, into something more calmer for you, and I think that's necessary. Yeah, Seven of Swords could have been some deceit involved, something sneaky involved here. Page of Pentacles, King of Swords. You could have been giving an opportunity to the wrong person, here's what I'm going to say. There could be an offer coming through from another air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here, that, well, we have the Seven of Swords here, so maybe it's just not up to your standards, is what I'm feeling. Like what they're coming through is a very stable commitment, but the Seven of Swords is behind it, so just be careful of this. It might not, this doesn't give me like sneaky behavior, but for some of you, of course, that's what the card initiates, but in this case, it kind of feels like it's, someone might be like, have you ever had the phrase of punching above their weight here? It kind of feels like you might be too good for them, because Libra, you're showing up with the Empress. It's like you might be lowering your standards here. That's what the Seven of Swords could mean here. Just be careful of that. This could be the same in work opportunities too, by the way. You might be careful of what people are offering you at this time, especially if it's finances with the Page of Pentacles or something stable that someone's offering you here. Because again, it might be lower than your standards here. Don't be tempted to lower them for anyone here. Usually we take these opportunities because of fear. You know, we're like, oh, what if something else doesn't come through that is higher than this? Okay, well, you're the Empress here. The Empress just doesn't chase anything. She knows what she's worth and doesn't accept any less than that, which is why she ends up with an abundance around her, okay? If you are accepting less, you're holding on tightly to something that doesn't actually mean that much to you, when really you can attain a lot more. We have the Hermit energy coming through, okay? We have the Four of Cups underneath there. There could have been some rejection of your higher self coming through, or a rejection to do with the Virgo here, Page of Wands. Nine of Pentacles here, you're gaining your independence here. It's a good opportunity coming through. Listen to your higher self here. There's a lot of wisdom coming through here. Gaining more finances again. Needing to save more again, work more. To save up for something here, and it could be travel involved, a Chariot, to be able to move forward here. Okay? Okay. Anything else? We have the Dark Man coming through. Dealings a relationship with a man with dark hair, dark complexion. For Libra. Short journey. Okay, some of you could be traveling to see this person. It could be traveling to see you. You could be this person. Again, we did have journey coming through a lot. We have Pineapple, so someone could be reconciling here, or someone could be coming in to reconcile. We have the Cup here, which says you should accept valid criticism. So maybe here, someone might be, you will be reconciling with this person. I feel like there'll be some fun times here. This is okay. So this is very interesting. We have the feather. Someone you know is undependable and insincere. Okay, I'm gonna say be careful. I feel we should accept valid criticism. There is a chance of reconciliation. Again, if this is someone who lives at a distance from you, short distance, it says short journey, so we have time to go out and have fun. I think that you could be meeting up with someone who you have a past with, and you could have a fun time, and you could definitely talk about things from the past here. But it does feel like this is an ending here with a casket, so it's almost like you're clearing the air to end this chapter. You will have a good time with this person. I don't know. The grapes card is coming through, which is time to go out and have fun. So it's not to take things personally, but to accept criticism, like valid criticism here, if it's constructive, as they say. But I'm not seeing a full reconciliation, which is interesting. Okay. All right, my angels, I love you. I wish you all the best. And I hope to see you guys next time. Okay.